Hello everyone, Alyssa the Cat here, and yes, today I'm going to be talking about the debate on whether or not pre-boot or reboot Sally Acorn is better. Now, people have their own personal preference or opinion on which one is better. It shouldn't be taken seriously, it's just which one is better. It just shouldn't be taken seriously. But I'm just going to voice my own opinion, so don't bash me when I make my own opinion on the matter. I don't hate Sally Acorn, I've learned to like her character, so don't assume this is a runway of me trying to hate on the character or a shortcut. I'm not trying to hate on her, because I've explained before that I've changed. I've stopped hating on the character, so don't assume that I'm just going to talk about Sally and stuff like that. But I have talked about why Sally Acorn shouldn't appear in the mainline games and why she would most likely not appear in the mainline games, and people want to say or assume I hate her just because I say that when it's actually true. But in today's video, of course, this is not what we're going to be talking about. As you can tell in the thumbnail and by the title of this video, you guys know what's going on. The debate that's been happening for years, pretty much ever since she got rebooted. People have had mixed feelings about it on whether or not they really wanted her to stay in the pre-boot era or if she had to be rebooted. As I said before, characters change over time, and sometimes people have to get over it. But for the people who love the pre-boot, you still have the pre-boot comics on your side. It's not just gone forever. You can still read it online, stuff like that. But honestly, my opinion on the matter, I feel like pre-boot Sally was pretty cool, but I did like her character. But I didn't like how there was some favoritism going on with the character. I don't like how she got a lot more spotlight. I understand Archie comics were, kind of inspired by the Sally Acorn and the Freedom Fighters, but I don't like how Sally and the Freedom Fighters were given more spotlight than the actual main characters that were important to the Sonic franchise, the series, because first of all, Sally Acorn and the Freedom Fighters are not canon, but Archie is not canon in itself, so I can kind of understand why they had more spotlight. So yeah, I'm not going to blame Sally Acorn for that. Now, moving on to the designs, because I've already talked about, her character is actually pretty cool, and she has some skills. But moving on to design, she's had many different designs throughout her pre-boot, which really confused me throughout the time I've been reading the comics. I've saw that she's changed, and I'm like, what's going on with Sally? Why is she changing continuously? And there's this one era where she had a body shape of a human. You guys know where I'm going with this. I think it was around the time when Kim Penders took over, and it was just so cringe. I didn't like it. She just had, she basically looked like a human with an animal head. And there's depictions where, I'm not trying to say she's naked or anything, because she's not, because she's an animal, so she doesn't count as naked. When I used to hate Sally Acorn, I used to think she was naked. I was just a kid who didn't know any better. But there was just some depictions where she had too many details on her chest. I didn't like it, For a character overall, it was pretty cool, but yeah, the design definitely had to change. So I liked that in the pre-boot, her design was rebooted. Still had just the vest and boots, but I liked how the design was less cringe, I liked that. So I will say for myself, when her pre-boot design got rebooted, I loved it. I honestly really loved it. It looks just like her Satayam design, except she looked, more different. It had a different body shape, you guys get what I'm trying to say here. She looked taller, head smaller, and an example of this, her favorite pre-boot design. Just look at the thumbnail of my video of me reacting to Larry Hughes' in Flame Rant video, and you guys can see that's basically her rebooted pre-boot design. I like that design of Sally Acorn, but all those other ones is a no-no for me. But her character, this has nothing to do with her character, you know. I liked her character in the way she was, you know. She had a lot of courage in her. Yes, she did have flaws, like I said. So this doesn't make her a Mary Sue. So yeah, pre-boot Sally Acorn was pretty cool, but just hear me out. I don't think she was the best, alright? I'm just gonna say I don't think she was the best. I think she's cool. Now, Larry himself has said that he wants the pre-boot back. And he doesn't really like reboot Sally Acorn much. And you guys probably know where I'm getting at here. If you guys know Larry Hughes as well, when it comes to what he says about, you know, the reboot and stuff, this whole Sally Cole thing. You guys know where I'm getting at. So moving on to reboot Sally Acorn. Now, I think she's pretty cool, you know, but there's a problem people have with her, right? First of all, we have the design. People say that she's a bad OC. How's she a bad OC? All Ian Flynn said was he wanted her to look more like a Sonic character. I don't blame him for that. Characters, like I said, characters change over time. You can't blame the writer for that. And I feel like she looks pretty cool in that reboot. She looks very cool. She looks like she fits in with all the rest of the canon Sonic characters. And I appreciate Ian Flynn for doing that. You know, it's not to say I'm a fan of him, but I really like that he changed Sally Acorn's design to that. Love the outfit. She just looks amazing, you know. But here you have Larry, who thinks about nothing but the ships, and says that Sally Acorn turned into a lesbian in the reboot. I used to think that, but now thinking back at it, I'm like, maybe she was just bi. Maybe she liked both guys and girls, but in the reboot never really got, you know, in a relationship with a girl. You know, you gotta think about these things. Characters have their own secrets, just like we have our own secrets. Now, as y'all know, this is Pride Month. I have full respect for people in LGBT, but clearly Larry doesn't. He hates LGBT people. Even Nathan told me that he wants, that Larry wants LGBT people to burn in hell. So I'm guessing Larry does not know that God did not only create straight people. Yes, I'm getting a little Christian here because I'm a Christian myself. You know, I feel like Larry just needs to deal with it because not only straight people live on this earth and they deserve, and these gay people, these, you know, bi people, I feel like they need to be respected just like straight people are respected. I feel like they need to be respected. Now, this isn't to say that people who don't like Sally Cole are necessarily homophobic, but Larry clearly is homophobic, you know, because like I said, he wants them to burn in hell, so he's clearly homophobic. I have friends who are bi, even lesbian, so don't assume I'm homophobic just because I don't like Sally Cole. So for the people who like Sally Cole, I respect you. I do. I understand they have a great friendship, but honestly, for people who know me, I love Connelly. I feel like it shouldn't have lasted while it was, you know, going on in pre-boot Archie comics, and I don't like that they killed Monkey Kong's characters off when it got rebooted, but, you know, it's alright. But I still ship Connelly. But yeah, my conclusion is, and before I say my conclusion, first of all, Larry, again, like I said in my other video, you can't assume Sally turned lesbian. You can't do that. You can't assume. Anyway, like I was saying, my conclusion, I like reboot better. I really do. I like how her design looks more like a Sonic character. You know, I love her reboot better. I feel like she has more character development. I just design. It's amazing. Not to say that her pre-boot design is less cool, but I feel like it was time that Sally Acorn's design changed, and some things just change. But again, this isn't to say I don't like her pre-boot Archie self. I like it, but I wouldn't say I like it better than the reboot. So yeah. Anyway, for the people who have nostalgia and like her pre-boot design better, or her pre-boot character better, I don't blame you. I'm not here to criticize you or anything like that. Like I said, people have their own preference or personal opinion, and I'm not going to judge you for that. If you like her pre-boot better, you can, you know. I'm not here to judge anyone who likes her pre-boot better. I just like the reboot better, and I hope you guys can respect me for saying that. My voice is kind of scratched up. I hope you guys can respect me for saying that. But yeah, anyway, that's all I have to say. Yeah. Just leave me your thoughts in the comment section below, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I have over 200 subs. I'm looking forward to 300. So if you guys can give me love and support, I really appreciate it. I really thank you guys for understanding my points and my rants about Larry, because that guy really needs to be stopped. And his points on the reboot Sally Acorn it's just stupid to me. You know, he just assuming sexuality is already bad enough. I understand. I did assume that she was les. I did assume that she was les, but looking back at it, you can't just assume that she turned les just because people started trending and saying that Sally Cole was a pretty good ship. You just can't assume. So yeah. Again, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I really appreciate it if you guys just give me love and support. And I really love y'all so much. With all this going on in the world, I just really hope you guys are safe out there. You never know who's sick, what's going on with you don't know. That's why I kind of get nervous and shaken to really go anywhere. But I would love to go places, Like I said, around the summer, I am going on vacation, to see some family members I haven't seen in, like, a long time. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, I really love y'all so much. You cat lovers. Peace.